Hey y'all, so I'm gonna make this real quick. I just wanted to get on here and discuss something that has resurfaced, with my clients over and over again, and especially with women who have struggled to have healthy relationships, and not just intimate relationships, but relationships with anybody in their lives, whether it be friends or family. And so it's the topic of selfishness. And so what I've noticed is that issue just gets, or that phrase gets thrown out all willy nilly, and it's like used and abused and everything else. So I just want to shed some light on it and hopefully clarify some things that being able to set boundaries in relationships and to focus on yourself is not selfish. It's not. So I just want to bust that myth right now, that if you choose to focus on yourself and take care of yourself, that is not a selfish thing. That's actually a very healthy thing to do. And so a lot of times people would get called selfish because they want to do something for themselves or they don't want to do something for somebody else. So I just want to pose this question. If I say no to you because I'm saying yes to myself, that makes me selfish, or does it make you selfish for wanting me to ignore my needs and focus on yours? Hey, Jerika. Hey, girl. Hey, Miss Burton. And so which one is really selfish? Is it selfish for me to put myself first and put you on hold? Or is it selfish for you to want me to ignore my own needs to focus on you? And so we just have to really put things into perspective that is not selfishness, people. It's really not. Healthy relationships mean that I'm okay and you're okay. Not this whole self-sacrificing thing where I'm supposed to do everything you want me to do. So when you think about, or so in relationships, when people say, well, I do this for you and you never do this for me and blah, 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 blah. Like, you are supposed to do for people as you feel inclined to. It should be, once you start trying to guilt people into do things for you, now we're treading that fence of emotional abuse. And I'm sorry, people not gonna like to hear that, but it's okay for you to have expectations that, okay, if I'm extending myself for you, I'm gonna want something in return. But then it's up to you to express that. It's up to you to say that, okay, I'm going to do this for you, but I'm going to want something in return, or I'm going to want you to do this for me. And so people just have these unexplained expectations and then get upset and call people selfish when you haven't even put the requirement out there. Because other than that, you're supposed to, or again, healthy people in healthy relationships say, I'm giving because that's just who I am. And I'm just a caring person. And this is what I want to do. This is something that I want to do because this is who I am. Not because I'm trying to get something back. Not because I'm trying to get praise for being a great person or a great friend or a great girlfriend or daughter, whoever. This is just something that I want to do because this is who I am. And once you start doing things just to get attention from it, that is a clear indicator that you might need to work on your self-worth and your self-love. If you're doing things for attention and you're doing things just so people can say you're a great person, that is the wrong motive. Do them because this is who you've declared that you are as a person. And so think about those times when you're telling people that running down the list. I do this for you, that for you, this for you, that for you. That is not their issue, though, people. It's not. And people have the right to say no. And again, if you are wanting something in return, state that up front. There's nothing wrong with that. But stop calling people selfish because they're choosing to take care of their own needs. Again, healthy relationships mean that I'm already whole. I'm already complete. And the things that I do in this relationship is just strictly something extra that I'm doing, not because I need to, not because you've guilted me into doing it, not because any of those other reasons or external factors. So, I just really wanted to address that because a lot of people struggle with, I don't want to be considered a mean person. I don't want to be considered a selfish person. I don't want them to look at me in this light. But again, it's self-sacrifice. And if you start running yourself in the ground to make other people happy, it's a red flag. It is a red flag of a toxic relationship, and not between you and that person, but it's a red flag of a toxic relationship with yourself. So I'm sorry to break it to you, but just kind of, check yourself, check your motives, and check these conversations and make sure that they're healthy and on the right track. So I didn't really want to preach or anything, but it's just something that continuously comes up with my clients. And so I just wanted to shed some light and shed some clarity on it, and hopefully, somebody got something from it. So yeah, have a great evening, and I'll talk to y'all later.